The older I get, games get more complicated, but I still enjoy playing them. Sometimes, however, I want to remember the halcyon days of my childhood, when all that was required to play a game was a joystick and a few buttons. Gameplay was more important than graphics, stories were barely there, and every game came with an instruction manual, where ColecoVision, Atari 2600, and Intellivision were the ruling class, and the Nintendo Entertainment System was king amongst all. This is the Retrospective Session.
Bonus episode, yay! We'll do Toad for this to complete our completions. Oh, man. Alright, so why I'm at 3, World 3, well, I didn't beat a level. I skipped this. Because I couldn't beat level 3. I got to the end, got to the boss, said fuck it after 30 minutes, and I'm not doing this. So interesting background and stories and whatnot. Is there something? Alright, so some of you are aware that I do this thing called Rocky Horror. And I'm going to take you back in time to around, I don't know, I guess 98? Something? 99? 97? No, probably 98. Anyway. So, I was part of a theater. The theater that I was doing Rocky at, basically changed ownership one day in a very bullshit type of way. The previous owner was a very much loved member. Everybody loved him. At the time, a lot of us would have taken a bullet for him. And he owned the theater, and then one day, sadly, he didn't. And this change came around rather abruptly, and I had, eventually, a lot of people left, a lot of people quit the show because of it, and by proxy of having nobody with any real experience around, I was thrust into the role that I accepted as a cast director. The guys that make the cast list say, hey, this is who's doing what, why, where, and a week later, like a week or two afterwards, something happened. I go into the theater, and I'm trying to see who's all performing tonight and whatnot, and who I have available to me, and it becomes apparently clear that we have picketers. And no, we're not talking about people picketing for religious reasons. We are actually talking people picketing the movie theater because of this one guy who was no longer part of the theater, and people were picketing because of that. By the way, there's your Toad. So I see some of these signs. These signs are, one of them was kind of funny because it said Dan M. the Man, because I guess he wanted to spell damn the man, and he couldn't do it. Or it's just, in his zeal of rage that he had forgotten. Fuck yous. That he had forgotten how to spell. Anyway, I go out, I make a very quick sign for the express purpose of fucking with these people. My sign had said, and I quote, "I love mayonnaise." So yeah, there I am with a picket sign saying, "I love mayonnaise." Because I really do love mayonnaise, and I really did love mayonnaise at that time. So I go pick it, and I'm yelling at random cars, I might add. My love of mayonnaise. So these guys are saying, "Down with the theater, down with this, down with that," and I'm like, "I love mayonnaise." Nobody's the wiser, and these people are actually excited because I was the cast director, and they thought I was leaving because of this. And I generally don't like to get into stuff like that, but, you know, sometimes situations call, especially at that time, because I was, oh man, I was more of a ballsy, brazen anarchist when I was younger. And truth be told, it was probably not the best move I could have done, but hey, it was funny as shit to me back then. And after about 15-20 minutes of picketing, I look at everyone, I was like, alright, I gotta go run the show now, guys. And I drop the sign, and I walk back into the theater. And people were, like, pretty much pissed off beyond belief at this point at me, because I was technically fucking with them. And I get back to the theater, and I can just hear outside these people raging hard at me for what I did. So I get back to the show, everything's fine, successfully run, and a little bit later on is when I discovered I had actually received a death threat or two because of that. So that was my first encounter with death threats. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. This is why I couldn't finish this fucking stage, I might add. There we go. That's some awesome shit right there. That wasn't. So yeah, that was a fun little time in my life, I'll fully admit. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going the right way or not. I think I am. I will gladly take that heart, ladies and gents. And this will probably be older news by now. I did happen to get casted for the RKO convention happening later in the year. Actually, in August. So a month from now. Why would I do that? So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I am going to be playing Dr. Frankenfooter for bedroom scenes. That sucked. So yeah, I'm going to be Dr. Frankenfooter for the bedroom scenes, and the scene where I whip Riff, and I think up to the point... risk of that one. Okay, that's level 3-3. Wow. That was much easier than expected. So this is the bonus episode of Retrospective Sessions. Glad you can enjoy. And I finally beat World 3-3, so fucking cheers to me. This has been Dahmer's Cool Stuff on a Storytime special Retrospective Session episode. And as always, do good gaming.